Bartise, like this is marriage, right? I thought it was fine. Like, yeah, each other for just over a week, and then you met like today, and you're jumping each other's bones. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Timmy, and if this is your first time here, welcome. I hope you like it, and if this is not your first time, welcome back. All right, so first of all, this is very unusual that I'm shooting at this time, but I really just needed to talk about this like right now. Just finished episode 10 of Love is Blind season 3, and I just had to get a few of my thoughts off my chest before morning. If you're not familiar with Love is Blind is a Netflix show where people meet. So it's like a dating show. It's basically blind dating, but like literally you're in different rooms and you're talking for, I think it's about 10 days or so, and then you have to propose at the end of the period, whatever the period is. So you're like talking to different people, and then you have to like decide based on your emotional connection if you want to marry this person or not. The idea is you propose to this person. If they accept, you guys meet, and then you start to plan your wedding, and obviously like get to know each other, and then you have to get to the altar and then decide whether or not you want to go through with it. Madness. The couples that actually make it to the end are SK and Raven, Bartise and Nancy, Alexa and Brennon, what am I forgetting? Cole and Zanab, and Colleen and Matt. My favorites were SK and Raven. I liked them because like they didn't like rush into like a physical relationship, which is like, it's crazy. Like you guys just met like a week ago. In fact, no, you've known each other for just over a week, and then you met like today, and you're jumping each other's bones, which is, I guess, natural because like you're building this strong emotional connection, and then you finally meet each other, and it's like, oh, you know, whatever. Which is what like most of them did. They jump right into bed with each other, which is, I mean, I'm not going to judge anybody, but yeah, like just take a moment to like get to know each other, and you know, anyway, I think it clouds your judgment a little bit, but that's not the point of this. Anyway, SK, and so first of all, SK is Nigerian, and in my house, like I watch with my mom and my sister, and we were calling him Shegun for the longest time because we were like, we don't know what your name is, and you say you're Nigerian, we need to give you a name. So SK, who his name, we later found out his name is Sikiro. So SK and Raven are like, Raven, she's really sweet, like we fell in love with her. Yeah, I like her. She tried her best to like embrace his culture, met his mom, tried amala, even though she ate it with a fork, which we all do, to be honest. But yeah, she was like very open to the experience. And yeah, he was like he was a gentleman. Like he took his time. He wasn't like doing gra which on some level I thought was a bit too much, but then I remembered that was actually like they've known each other for about 2 weeks, which is like, it's fine, like if you guys take it easy, you know, because I thought he wasn't like complimenting her enough, he wasn't like affectionate enough, but I guess they warmed up to each other in their own time. So I thought their relationship was going quite well. Yeah, and then Bartise and Nancy. Bartise is a child. First of all, let's start there. He's 25, and I don't think he came to this show for the right reasons. To be honest, a lot of them that come to these shows, I don't know. You know, I don't know. I'm not. Who am I to judge why anybody is coming onto the show? Like people date all the time in the regular way, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. So what the hell? Go on a dating show, whatever. But yeah, Bartise definitely is not there to get married. I don't think so. A lot of them are not. Bartise is a child. He developed a connection with Nancy, who he eventually got engaged to and like went through the whole process with, and then Raven, who like he's into fitness, and like Raven is also into fitness, so it was like, oh, you know, they were meant to go together. Eventually I think he actually told her that he wasn't interested. He had found Nancy. Yeah, he like shut her down. Like, you know, one of the days they went to the pub to talk, he was like, oh nah, I found someone else, you sorry, but yeah, and Raven was like, oh okay. But then before that, there was this scene where he was like trying to be deep. As far as I'm concerned, I'm sorry, I don't know what anybody else thinks, but he was trying to be deep, you know, like telling a story that he had never told anybody in his life, like, oh, one time my mom was engaged to this guy and blah 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 blah. We met the guy and my dad like threw a fucking fit, and that was like and he sweared a lot. That was the beginning of the end of their relationship, and Raven was working out the whole time. She was doing like jumping jacks, which she wasn't rude. I thought it was fine. Like yeah, if it's fine to lie down or whatever, like twirl your hair, whatever it is when someone is talking to you, like do jumping jacks as long as you respond to them, and it's fine. I didn't think there was anything wrong with that. Anyway, that didn't work out. When they came out of the pods, Raven met him and was like, yeah. And no, actually, when they came out of the pods, he obviously saw Nancy first, they were cute in the pods and blah blah blah. He thought, oh, she's cool. They came out of the pods, oh yeah, you're smoking hot, I love you, blah blah blah. They hooked up, and yeah, he was head over heels for Nancy. And then he saw Raven, and then he's like, she's a fucking smoke show, blah blah blah. She's like the best thing since sliced bread, and saying this to Nancy. And I'm like, okay, like, behave yourself. Like, even if you feel these things, like, be polite about it. Like, don't go telling your fiance that, like, he basically like switched off his physical attraction for Nancy. Yeah. So, so Raven came out and he obviously was having regrets, like, oh, both of us like go together in the real world, you are good looking, I'm good looking, we would like gravitate towards each other, we are the kind of people that people like walk up to. And I'm just like, yeah, get over yourself, okay? And Raven gave it to him, loved it. He went up to her and like told her all of this, oh, you're so good looking, and we are so like this, and she was like, yeah, but then I don't think it would have worked, like personality wise, blah blah blah. Like, shut him down. Psh. Anyway, Bartise and Nancy, I just don't think that would work out. And they left us on a cliffhanger. So I just watched spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the last episode, SK and Raven, SK said no. Yeah, but I'll get back to that. Bartise, they left us on like a cliffhanger. Nancy said yes, of course, because she's like, even though I really don't think that she should be marrying him, but she said yes, and like Bartise hasn't answered, and we're supposed to wait till next week. Yeah, so that's very annoying. SK, I mean, to be honest, like, I don't care, it's their lives. It's too short a time to get to know anybody, and like, even though like it seems like they're well suited and all of that, like, it's fine if you say no, but I feel like the way he said it, and it was misleading, the way they were like, oh, so into each other, blah blah blah, which is fine, like, but I don't know if it's an editing thing, but he made it felt like he was going to say yes, obviously, and then even if you say no, like, say no, but I feel like we need to keep on, getting to know each other, like we can continue to date or whatever. But he just said like, oh no, I don't think, like, I don't even, it's okay if she never, speaks to me again, or she doesn't like me anymore, whatever. But it just seemed like, so okay, so why? Like, what was the problem, and how do you want it? Is this the end or what? So that was a bit like, obviously very unexpected, but I prepared myself, because like anything that happens in these reality shows is like, whatever, I'm ready for anything. Yeah, so those are my two favorite couples. Like, like SK and Raven are my favorites. The other two are like very entertaining. Then who else? Who's next? Colleen and Matt. Matt will beat her one day. Yeah, like he's like, he has a temper, and he is possessive, he is abusive, he like reacted over. Colleen is a ballerina, and that was like her thing. So in the pods, she would go in and say, oh, and I'm a ballerina, and then she said to Cole, who is another guy I would speak about very soon, but she said to him that, oh, I don't really like going too deep, I'm fine keeping it surface level and fun. And he's like, he liked her, but then when she said that, which like I got, because it's like, what do you mean you don't want to be deep? Like, this is marriage, right? Anyway, he like said no to her, and then she realized, I think she said this to like two guys, and then she realized that, okay, this is not a good strategy, like I don't need to be saying shit like this. So when she went to the pod with Matt, she didn't say that, and then she like, they got along, I guess, and he proposed to her, she said yes, came out, rabbit behavior, jumped each other's bones, and yeah, and then he started getting like, he got upset because Cole told her like, oh, you are actually my type, because they were talking in the pods. So Cole was like, oh, you're my type, like if we met at a bar, yeah, like we would have gone together or whatever. Like, it was totally innocent. She didn't do anything wrong, but she went back and they were like just saying like, oh, like this is what happened, like this is what we spoke about. And then she was like, Matt was like, oh, so you can't even tell, you know, another man is telling you that you are his type, and then you can't even tell him that, oh no, but I'm with Matt. You two are saying she's your type, or oh, you two, you are good looking. Like, relax, okay, relax. So that was very annoying and very scary. All the music that they put around all these shows to make it seem like, oh, things are normal or things are romantic, or, you know, it was a bit weird because this is actually abuse that's going on and we're watching. So yeah, that was like, so yeah, that relationship, I think she should say no for sure. He was apparently married, and he's young. Like, he's been married, like he met the girl he married when he was 15, obviously like high school, got married, and she cheated on him, got pregnant with the person she cheated with. So he's scarred, and like anything he does, you know, is because of that. And that's like the worst kind of person. Like, yes, bad people do bad things for a reason, but I don't care. Like, whatever your reason is, I actually don't care. Then Cole and Zanab, so Cole is the one that Cole and Colleen actually, in my opinion, should have gotten together, but they didn't. Yeah, so Cole and Zanab is insecure. She's like so insecure. She needs like constant validation. She's, you know, like Cole is like really free-spirited. Actually, Cole reminds me of Barnett. If you watched season 1 of Love is Blind, he reminds me of, from the beginning, he reminded me of Barnett. I'd hope that Zanab would be more like Amber, but she's not. She doesn't know how to have fun. She's just like always complaining about one thing or the other. I mean, it's okay to complain, like, oh, the guy leaves towels on the floor, like he's untidy or whatever. Like, cool, like I get that. I'm not, you know, everybody has their thing, but she wasn't like, to me, willing to like compromise or like, you know, try to. But I guess it's not her fault because she's just insecure. Like, there's nothing you can do about it. It's your personality. That's just your personality. So yeah, long story short, I don't think those ones are going to make it. Zanab was like on Matt's side, like, oh, I'm team Matt on this whole thing. Like, oh, how could you go talking to Colleen, telling her that, you know, blah blah blah. Like, just I think she's looking for a way out. And yeah, Cole is a sweetheart. Like, I think that Cole needs to find the right person for him. I don't think that that's Zanab. The last couple, Alexa and Brennon, they're okay. I'm not even sure, to be honest. They seem like well suited, I think. She's like really rich, gives me Kardashian vibes. Her dad, they're Jewish. He's like willing to convert to Judaism. And yeah, they seem to be doing okay. They seem to be fine. To be honest, those ones, I'm not really sure. So let's see how that goes. But that's about it. Overall, what are my thoughts about this show? Like, it's fluff, but yeah, it's entertaining. And even though they don't last, like whatever, like real life relationships don't last anyway, so whatever. The first season was my favorite. There are 2 couples that are still together, and yeah, it's nice. Like, it's interesting to watch, you know, a new concept, like, you know, Love is Blind, like how people being in pods, not seeing each other, like how do people react when they actually finally see the people that they've been talking to and build this emotional connection with, and then you now see the physical, and you know, like trying to decide whether or not, you know, the emotional connection was enough. Season 2, very annoying. I enjoyed the show, you know, and I enjoyed the couples, even though they got divorced. But yeah, it's just like, yeah, it's not my life at the end of the day. I don't care. Like, I mean, obviously I want people to be happy, but I don't care. It doesn't affect my, like, yeah, if you're not happy, be divorced. If you're happy, like, yeah, just do you, okay? I can't wait to see the next episode, which is annoying because I really thought that today we were going to finish everything, but yeah, they just did 2 weddings, in fact 1.5 to be honest, because one is the only one that was concluded. The other one was like hanging till next week, and then the other 3 we will find out about next week. But the most important one they did first. I honestly thought they were going to say yes, but yeah, obviously, like, and now that I edit videos, I know how like editing can like really make something look how it's not. Not that I do that. I don't do that. My videos are. But yeah, like I feel like a lot of the editing is done to make you feel a certain way or to make you think something is going to happen, but then it's not. Or like they remove things, you know, like SK saying no. Like obviously there's a reason why but they didn't like give us any inkling to feel like that would happen. And obviously there's a reason for that. They wanted us to think that they would make it and all of that. So anyway, I just wanted to get that off my chest so I could sleep well, because I actually wanted to record this video tomorrow, but I thought I wouldn't I wouldn't feel the same way tomorrow morning. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please leave a comment. In fact, please leave a comment below if you watch Love is Blind. If you watched this season, let me know what you thought. Who are your favorite couples, and what did you think of everything I just said? Thank you so much for watching, and let me know if you would like me to do another video when the final weddings happen. I would be happy to do that if you would be interested in seeing that. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you on my next video. Bye.